video. Welcome to the channel. It's Delaney with DeathandCandy27. Today we are going to be doing three different Halloween looks. This is the final look that you will see me complete here. It is my SPIDA HUNTY look. I hope that you enjoy watching this video. We're going to get right into the application because it's going to be a long one. This is a look. Oh man, it's just so nice not having brows. Let me just tell you about it for a second. So you guys will see the video after all of these Halloween ones are released of me shaving my brows, but like it's coming. But let's go ahead and get into these looks. So we're going to be doing the three looks like I stated in the intro. This one is going to be a ghost theme. Some of these will have brows, some of these won't have brows. So if you have eyebrows, you know, just do whatever normal eyebrow job that you want. Like you don't have to do anything fancy. It's just some of these I didn't want to have eyebrows with them. So instead of having to block my eyebrows for like 5 out of 6 looks, here we are, and I'm only gonna have to do eyebrows for like 3 looks. So you can see I have my ghost hoodie on from Into the AM. You can use my link down below in the description box to save yourself 10% on your order. You have to use the link. Unfortunately, I don't use affiliate codes anymore, but if you access that link, it will be valid for 30 days. So you can wait till later. Just go ahead and open that browser now and just do what everyone else does and leave every single tab that you've ever opened open. I've done basically everything up into highlight. Normally my next step would be brows, but we're not doing any brows in this look. We're just going to be focusing on the eye look. It's a very simple shape. I wanted to keep these relatively simple and that anyone could do them. Depending on what kind of products you have, you could really recreate this look with anything that's a cream base. We're going to be focusing on using Distinction Cosmetics, their gel liners. One is the old formula, which is the Indelible. This is White Noise. The new one is Moon Dust? It's Moon something. And then we have Grave, which is one of the new eyebrows, and this is the gray tone. First, we're going to be doing like a shadow background for the ghost on my eye. So we're going to be using a single from Luxie. This is Dreamboat. It's one of the shimmers that came out at some point in time, but that's kind of what it looks like. It's just a nice frosty purple. I always like pairing purple with ghosts. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. Don't I just look like a Dutch boy right now with my bangs parted? It's a look. We're gonna take the Morphe 505. It's a little bit more fluffy of a crease brush, so since I don't really have to work in a confined space anymore, that's what we're gonna be using. I'm not gonna use any kind of primer because like I just want this as a little bit of the background. I don't really care if it shows up a whole lot. Plus it's a very like light purple, so like will you see it very much? No. But you could use any background color that you wanted, just depending on what kind of ghost you want. I just want some like shimmer and like just something there. This is a great shade for like a lip topper. Or if you want to use a highlight, you can definitely do that too. I'm just taking this all the way up to where my natural brow is. The highlighter that I'm using today, if you happen to catch it on camera, is from Fair Beauty, which is another one of my affiliates. You can use the code FASTTIMES to save yourself 10%. And this is the Enchantress highlighter. I have it in a loose form because it's a sample size, but you can get it still in a jar, I think. I want to say that she still sells that one in a pan, but if not, you know, you won't be able to get it in a compact size. You may have to buy it like in an actual square pan, which is the size that she uses. This is like the perfect tone for my hair. You can't really pick it up on camera, but like it's there, I promise. So I'm going to take a little bit of White Noise out and I'm going to put it on a little mixing pan. This one's from Inglot. And I'm gonna mix some Duraline with it from Inglot as well. Just like one tiny drop.
Yeah, nice and creamy.
And to apply it, I'm gonna be using the bent liner brush from Morphe. This is the E38. And what we're essentially gonna do is just make a nice little cascading ball and then flip it to a tail on the outside. Imagine like half the shape of a heart if you just cut it down the middle. As of today that I'm filming this, today is the 11th of October, Distinction has launched their natural line, so you can also use code FASTTIMES to save 15%. Those retail for $16 a piece. It's 14 new shades. They're all vegan, cruelty-free. It's the same formula as their unnatural colors, and you should go buy some. You can use my code if you want, but you don't have to. You just might as well. I'm going to focus the liner brush on just getting the general shape, and then I'm going to touch up the rest with like a powder brush because that'll be a little bit easier. It's like when you put mayonnaise on your eye, if you do that. And you're gonna wing this out just like you would a natural eyeliner, but we're gonna take it out pretty far so you get that nice big swoop. Okay, that's the general shape. If you hear a lot of weird chimes in the background, it's very windy here today, and I have chimes outside this window next to me, so chime away. It's just for the nice spooky ambiance. Y'all tell me what your favorite thing about Halloween is. I'm sad that I haven't been able to do like more Halloween themed videos, but like what plans, like what are you guys gonna do? I am gonna throw a normal party. We do one every year for Halloween. It's always really big. It's like the one party that everyone always comes to. I make it sound like I throw a lot of parties, but really in actuality I definitely don't. And I'm gonna take a paddle brush. This is the Morphe E19. It's just like a flat long boy. This is again something you can use cream paints for. I have cream paints, I'm just lazy and I want to use makeup products. Not that that's not makeup, but I don't know. I'm just afraid to like use them and just completely flop. Even though they are totally super easy to use, you just essentially add water to most of them. But I'm just like, no, I'd rather plug stuff that I have affiliate codes with, cause duh. Also ignore all the birds outside my window apparently. Why? Yeah, I'm gonna go get my white eyeshadow. I think I'll just grab my single from Give Me Glow because that's the biggest pan. It'll be a little bit easier, so I'll be right back. Whoosh! Okay, so this one is just a matte white. This is in the shade Marshmallow. You may have seen me use this way back in the day, 4th of July. I'm just gonna take a Sephora Pro 14, and I'm just gonna lightly pat because like I still have to put gel all over this again. Looks a lot better with a powder, and plus this will set it a little bit better. So I'm gonna take out the faintest amount of the Grave color. I'm just gonna use that to kind of outline the ghost with another angled liner brush. And I am gonna mix Inglot Durline with this too. Now I will say that putting a mixing medium in these definitely dilutes the color payoff, but you can just layer up or not use it if you want. I like it because it makes it a little bit easier to work with. Sometimes they can be a little bit like chunky. To do the bottom line of it, I'm gonna just take a little like brow brush from the Brow Gal. It just has a really nice like thin angled liner at the end. I'm gonna take it first underneath the outline of the tail, and essentially you could just stamp it if you wanted. I'm kind of like stamping and gliding with it. If you have deeper toned skin, you're probably gonna need to use a cream paint instead of a gel liner, or use like a white base, like P. Louise base or something, just so you have that extra pigment. I'm just taking it ever so faintly around the rest of the eye shape. And again, you do not have to do this part. I just want to do it so it has that little bit of shadowing. And I know they're like not the most even, but like who cares? For the eyes of the ghost, which we're going to do here really quickly, we're just going to take the end of the liner brush. You can use the end of any brush, and I'm just going to dot it in that gel liner, and we're just going to dot it on the eye. Yep. You definitely want to account for where the eye is in your crease, so you don't like have your eye naturally closed and you cannot see the eyes of your ghost anymore. That one eye is a little wonky, eh? And then for eyeliner, we're just going to use that same white on the bottom waterline. These are eye safe, but you just want to be sure not to get too much in your eye because that will irritate it, of course. I'm going to jump off camera real quick and do lashes, lip, mascara. I'm going to be using the Tartar Tease just as I normally do to prep for lashes. Lashes for today are going to be the Sticker Dolls Wispy Haze again. I just love them so much. Like, they are just the perfect dramatic lash. And then lip, we're going to be using one from Bella. This is Stargaze. It's just a perfect little purple. It's going to tie in really well with the eye color and my hair. And I'll be right back to do close-ups. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. So I really like the way that this came out. I think it's very simple, very easy. Again, cream paints will probably be your best bet if you're a beginner, or even if you want just the easier payoff for the color. I just like using the things I already have instead of buying everything. So, you know, like I have all this stuff laying around, you know, obviously this is what I'm going to use. As you can see, I applied the lashes. These again are from Sticker Doll Lashes. I really love them. They're just so beautiful. It's just the longest, wispiest thing you could ever see. If anything, I look like a weird sperm broom right now. You tell me. I hope you enjoyed this look, and stay tuned for the look number 2 and 3. It's time for look number 2, and I have brows on. I did a mixture of the Pretty Vulgar, the ink gel liner, and the shade Blacklist with a little bit of Distinction's Grave eyebrow liner, and I just mixed them two together. I started with Pretty Vulgar at the very tip and then just kind of tapered out into Grave, so of course it's gonna look a little bit dark. It's meant to be dark along with this look. I can't talk. Don't I just look like I would fuck you up? you would just see me in the alley and I'd just be like. So we're going to be doing a very heavy liner look for this witchy look. I went ahead and changed over into my sorcery hoodie from Into the AM. It's just a nice like, ooh, moon crystal ball. So we're going to put some strips on to guide us because like, I'm not trying to do a dramatic eyeliner look. I also did some fake freckles. So we've got those going on. They're a little dark, so if my nose looks dirty, that's what it is. I just wanted to do like a freckly bitch witch like. So we're going to jump in with the Pretty Vulgar liner first. I'm going to take that same brow brushes in look number 1, the one from Brow Gal. And I have a little bit on my mixing tray over here. You can't really see because it's black. Oh, there you go. And you know, we're just going to do your standard liner look. You can make it as thick as you want or as small as you want. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to go pretty bold. It's probably going to be as thick as my brows. When I was a kid, every year I was a witch. There was never a year where I was like, I'm gonna do something different now. And that way, I never had to change costumes. I was always comfortable because, you know, witch wear is probably the most comfortable when you're a plus size kid and even as a plus size lady. And normally every girl's got a nice big witchy black dress that they can wear. Was there anything that y'all wore all the time as a kid, or did you switch costumes every year? Let me know down in the comments. Do you guys prefer to use liquid liner for looks like this, or do you like to use gel liner? I find that it just kind of depends on whatever I have out. Sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, liquid liner is gonna make sense. So other times I'm like, oh no, gel liner. Must be thicker. Now we are going to use a glitter from SPIDA. This is the Glitter and Glow in the shade Perlina. It has some like purpley silver reflect in it, so I thought that would be cool for this witchy look. So as you can see, very shimmery. And what we're gonna do with this is we're just gonna line the top of the eyeliner. And you can skip this part, it's totally not necessary. I wanted to make it a little bit more glam and subtle. And I'm just gonna take a Morphe M165 and apply that right on top. You can do it like a super straight line, like very precise, or you can just kind of like glide it over the top, or you could even just put it over the black liner you just put down. Like there's so many different ways that you could customize this look, which is why I wanted to do this one like this, because you never know what kind of witchy vibe you're trying to pull. I just got that in my crease. Now I'm annoyed. And yeah, that's one side done. So you see, it just gives you that little bit of extra pop. The SPIDA Glitter and Glows are honestly like some of the best products out there for like a liquid glitter eyeshadow, in my opinion. I'm gonna take like the faintest amount of it on just like a little tiny skill brush. And I'm just gonna dab it in the inner corner. This is the Morphe M250-0. I just happen to have it in my cup over here. You definitely want to make sure that these dry down enough if you are using it as a glitter liner, so it doesn't transfer up onto your lid like me. Okay, so that pretty much completes it for the eye look. I'm gonna rip these off. Let's take a close-up look and see if this eyeliner is straight on both sides, because knowing me, it probably may not be. Oh no, it's actually really good. Dope. I'm loving this like little choppy little brow. I'm so glad I shaved my eyebrows. Like the best decision of 2019, honestly. I'm gonna put in some white noise, which we used from the first look, the white liner from Distinction, into my lower lash line just to kind of brighten up. And then we're going to do mascara, which is the Tarte Tartiste. Lashes are gonna be from one of my other affiliate brands. It's Spooky Babe Cosmetics. It has 2 S's on the end if you're looking at their Instagram, but their website is just Spooky Babe Cosmetics. My affiliate code Fast Times will save you 10%. They have lashes, loose glitters, and glitter gels, and then they have like some spray blood, which I think is cool. But this is the lash that I'll be using from them today. This is in the witchy vibes. It's a nice fanned lash. They're really dainty. They're not as thick of a band as some of their other ones, but I mean, like, I don't give a shit about that. So the lip is gonna be from Bella Gaunt as well. This is gonna be red wine. I just wanted to go for a nice sultry look because, you know, witches, they be sultry. I'm gonna apply all of that and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so here's the finished look for number 2. So this is my witchy girl look. I decided not to pull my bangs back full face. I kind of like them spread apart so you can see my tiny little eyebrows that I did, like, oh my god. But I'm gonna go ahead and get right into close-up so you can see this up close. I love the lip. I did a little bit more of a smaller shape as I got to the outer corner, so it would give that more plump look in the center. But other than that, I just applied lashes and mascara like normal. I love these lashes. A good fan lash always tells me which side goes on the inner corner and which side goes on the outer corner, so I love that. Again, you can use my affiliate code with Spooky Babes Cosmetics to save yourself 10% on your order. They are currently doing a special of 31% off through the, I want to say the end of October, so by the time you're seeing this, yeah, we'll give you a couple more weeks, but you can go ahead and do that. I love them. They're a San Antonio based brand in Texas, which I'm like, my heart. Okay, this is the end of number 2. I hope that you enjoyed this one. This was a little bit more relaxed and chill. You don't have to do any type of freckles. You don't have to do eyebrows and an ombre like this. You can do whatever you want. Being a witch, I feel, is the most like a generic thought you could be. Like, I'll see you guys on look number 3. Look number 3. My eyes, oh my god, my contact is like dying right now. It's so agitated because there's a bunch of like stuff under there. Anyways, we left the brows on for this look. We're gonna be doing like a spiderweb-esque type of look. I wanted to do cute little buns because, you know, spiders, they got shit to do. They can't be having their hair like in their way while they're spinning webs, killing prey, you know, all that jazz. We're gonna actually do some eyeshadow in this look. Oh my god, like it's such a shock. We're actually gonna be using pink as the basis of this look. First, we're gonna jump into the Jeffree Star Mini Breaker palette. I just wanted to use this one because it's smaller, even though this was also in the Jawbreaker, but we're going to be using the shade Bubblegum, which is over here in the corner here, this pink shade. We're going to apply that all over the crease area. I'm going to take the same brushes as before with the first, like the M505 from Morphe. We're just going to swirl it around. This one is just more so just to kind of build the transition up into the brow. Now that I have a brow, I have to kind of be a little bit more careful, but it's just to kind of build that and diffuse out, so when we go in with the lid shade, it's going to look just as pretty. Yeah. How do you guys feel about spiders in real life? I'm just kind of like, you know, you don't touch me, I don't touch you, we're good. Don't bother me, stay over there. Or do you guys like spiders? Like, do you let them come like crawl on you, or you not care if spiders touch you? Like, I can't do that. There's no way. And I know I didn't mention it prior to putting on eyeshadow, but I am using the Marabella Beauty eyeshadow primer. I've been really liking it for like pigments. So as you can see, like this bubblegum shade is coming through very, very well. I mean, obviously it's Jeffree Star, but like sometimes with pressed pigment or vegan shades, you have a little bit of trouble with the more red family tone. And it works good on like shimmers and metallics too, but I find with pressed pigments or vegan based shadows works the best. We're gonna go in with our lid color, which is actually a single that I got from Tara Moons as like a gift. When I originally ordered my astrology palette like a while back, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen the post, but the Taurus shade, which is a pink matte, kind of like this, but it did not come the best. Like, it would not swatch for anything, and it was so weird because their mattes are so good. I posted it on my Instagram. I was like, this is weird, but I mean, it's like fine, you know, it's whatever, I'll work through it. Maybe it's just the top layer. The brand reached out to me right away and they were like, oh no, let us replace that, we'll send it to you. So they sent me that, and then they gave me like, it's this really beautiful pink with shimmer in it, and this was like the first formula from Tara Moons that I had tried with that palette. And so to get a single as well, I was like, oh shit, like this should have been the Taurus shade, honestly, but I like the Taurus shade being a matte. So I'm just gonna apply that with a Sephora 14 right on the lid, and we're just gonna pack it because with this shadow, I don't want to like drag it because there's a lot of glitter in it, and I just don't want it to like get lost. But this is very like carnival-esque, like, oh my god. And just mix it in with that bubblegum shade from Jeffree Star. Like, just a beautiful shade all on its own. Like, I need to wear this shade more often. I haven't done a pink look in a second on my Instagram, so maybe this is the next step, is using this shade. If you wanted to use this shade with like a more tackier base, like P. Louise, the Anastasia, or like a glitter glue, you could definitely do that as well. I will warn you, there is a lot of fallout on my face right now, but I don't care about that. Can't get away with doing that anymore, Delaney, you have bangs. Now, the next part is going to be the hard part. So we are going to be taking a liquid liner. I'm going to be using the Hank and Henry liner today. It's more of a marker than I would say like a felt tip. It has strands in it. It's not like a felt tip. Like, it's felt in a sense, but it's more like a marker. So we're going to be doing kind of like a cobweb underneath the eye and just kind of like bloop, bloop, bloop. Bear with me, haven't practiced this at all. Sure. And I'm not going to try to make this like the most precise. Like, it's a cobweb, so it's meant to be a little bit messy. Plus it's Halloween, so like it's also meant to be messy. We're going for recognizable, but not preciseable. I'm gonna have to angle my face really weird so I can get this done because I have lots of bags under my eyes. Cool, dope. Got it. Now comes the hard part where you are connecting all the main strands. I wanted to use this particular liner though because it seems to have the most flexible tip, and for doing those like really wispy motions I was like, okay, this is probably gonna be best. I know this isn't like the most easiest, but like it was just a really cool look that I wanted to try out, and like if you got the steady hand, you got the steady hand. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry if you hear my dogs like barking incessantly in the background. Like it's just, they're outside living the best life because it's nice and cool. I'm not even like showing you guys, I'm so sorry. But essentially I'm just pulling down my eye while I'm tracing this little line here because my eye skin is gross. A lot of people have been doing this kind of design like up in the crease, and I'm just like, my crease is just as nasty as underneath my eye. Okay, so that's how it's looking. I'm not mad at all. This is actually, I feel like if I practice this a couple more times I would be able to really get it down, but like, who's got that kind of time? Now we're gonna just do a quick little top line. Nothing fancy because we're still putting lashes on. You could definitely do this look with cream paints as well. Maybe not like the eyeshadow, but if you wanted to do a base to make the pink really pop, or whatever color you want to do for the lid shade really pop, you could definitely do that. God, the birds are back. I'm gonna take a little bit of gel liner and just get these lash lines here and just darken them up. But then we are essentially done with the eyes besides mascara. I'm just using the bent liner brush from Morphe, the E38. Now that I've completed liner, I'm gonna go in with lashes. These are some more from Spooky Babes Cosmetics. Again, you can use my affiliate code FASTTIMES to save 10%. These are spider's legs. So these are like the biggest lashes. Like you would have seen me wear these at one point. They're super huge. Like so much bigger than I thought they would be from the photos on the website. For mascara, we're just gonna use the same Tartiste lash paint, and then I'm gonna be doing an ombre of these two shades from Baby Bat Beauty. The pink is Lawless and the white is Purity. Purity is gonna go in the center of the lips. Lawless is gonna go in the outer, and then I'm gonna do more of a blushed lip. So I'm digging into my Graveyard Girl X Tarte Swamp Queen palette. It's super old. Like this is my first limited edition palette I ever bought. Still smells great because I never open it. But we're going to be using this blush shade over here that's actually on my face as well to go around the lips to give it more of a blush look, and I'll be right back. This is how look number 3 turned out. I love these lashes. They're so bomb, and I really like the way that the eyeliner came out underneath, and I think that the brows actually really complement this look. So I'm going to go ahead and get into close-ups, and I will see you on there. Okay guys, so this was the completed volume 1 of all 3 looks. I hope that you enjoyed watching me make all of these looks. Please leave a comment down below and let me know if you are going to recreate any of these looks, and tag me on Instagram. It's all DeathandCandy27 so I can see the looks you recreate, or if there's something that you want me to see and do for a daily look or something, let me know and tag me there so I can continue that conversation with you guys. I love interacting with you on Instagram and on YouTube. So I will see you guys in the next video. Again, thank you so much for watching today. Bye!